Well. Hello once again from the Swashbuckler's haunt. The only ship on the 7 seas and 3 rivers that hosts the absolute worst in monster movie mayhem.
There's a ship that hosts the best?
Each and every Friday and Saturday night for our haunted weekends. Oh, but I digress. I, of course, am Calico Drake. At your service. Captain of this here vessel. But tonight is a special night of celebration, wouldn't you say, Jack?
Oh yes, it most definitely is.
That's certainly right. Tell them why, matey.
Because Drake got 70 cents off his fuel perks at Giant Eagle when he was refueling the haunt over there in Glassport,
No, not that.
McKeesport?
No, because tonight we are welcoming our newest sponsor, the Pittsburgh Renaissance Festival, where I like to partake in, particularly on Pirates weekends in September.
Oh, absolutely. I like the jousting myself. And the hilarious comments from Skidmark.
And the king and queen are always so welcoming to us.
Especially, Drake, when they want to show you the way out.
Yes, so I've noticed. But it's a wondrous place, filled with the 1600s. Back when pirates like us flourished. It's truly a step back in time, like your jokes.
Now arriving at the island of dead and buried treasures.
Mr. Bones truly knows how to bring a smile to me face. I don't understand. How is this even possible?
Well, it's fairly obvious that the island has made its decision.
But it's cray-cray.
What's the problem, Captain?
Well, in honor of our newest sponsor, the Pittsburgh Renaissance Festival, and of course Talk Like a Pirate Month, I was going to show everyone how to talk like a proper pirate.
Because they don't get enough of you like you are?
Exactly. So I was going to show the movie Long John Silver. Perfect film for the situation. Not quite a horror film, but it's still full of swashbuckling action and scares.
So, what has the island chosen?
Some movie with these 2 clowns.
Africa Screams.
Is this even a horror movie?
Well, it must be, right? I mean, the whole continent is screaming. It must be scary.
You know, Captain, I've actually heard of these 2.
Who?
Abbott and Costello.
Sounds like a dog grooming service.
No. They've tangled with Dracula, Frankenstein, the Wolfman, and one.
What?
Come to think of it, Captain, Jack's right. I heard they even tangled with the mummy. the Invisible Man, and believe it or not, Boris Karloff himself.
And they survived.
Not only survived, they won.
Well, if they managed to do all of that and tangled with all of horror's finest, they have to be good.
Right. And I mean, Mr. Bones said it best. With a name like Africa Screams, the entire continent is screaming. It has to be good, right?
Plus, Captain, I heard there's even buried treasure in it.
Buried treasure?
Yep, Lou Costello insists that he can draw a map from memory that will lead them to riches.
Well, alright then. Maybe it might be scary. I mean, if they can do all of that and tangle with horror's finest, we have to at least give it a try.
What's that, Captain?
Huh? Well, I'm trying to get in the mood. I hope we got something good here.
The hat of a witch doctor, Captain?
Appropriate, right? Africa Screams, a witch doctor.
A witch doctor.
Correct. Which do you prefer?
Which witch?
No, for the movie. Me captain's hat or the witch doctor?
Oh, the second one.
Witch doctor?
I don't know. Which doctor do you prefer?
You know, Davy Bones, I can see right through your jokes.
Oh, I don't doubt it. Look at me. I am on fire.
Before I can't stand this hat, this segment, or Africa Screams, anymore, let's see what this movie is about. Bud Abbott and Lou Costello secret away on an expedition to an island off the coast of Africa, near Skull Island, in the hopes of capturing diamonds, glory, and the legendary gargantuan ape himself, King Kong. That is, if he really exists. Taking us back to 1949, this is Abbott and Costello in a movie you won't forget, Africa Screams.
Like your hat. It screams. Put on something else.
Here's Bud and Lou. In trouble again!
Stay right where you are. Don't move. Stay there now. Steady. Now, sit up. Get up. Sit up, you. Up, you fool, up. I'll show you who the boss is. Sit up, I said. Sit up. Up.
Really, Mr. Livington?
Oh, I'm sorry. Please, let me help you. Oh, yeah. Buzz! Oh, Buzz! What's the matter? Buzz!
Take it easy. What's the matter?
Look!
Wait a minute.
Take it away. Not here!
Wait a minute. Take it easy, Stanley. It's just a harmless little kitten.
Buzz, I'm scared to death.
What?
Look at the wild look in his face.
Oh. I can't understand why you have this terrible fear of animals in you. What is it?
When I was a little baby, I was scared by my piggy bank.
Oh, that's nonsense.
You want to hear something worse?
What?
I was 15 years old before I ate my first animal cracker.
Come on, the store's about to open up. Fix up your counters. Let's get to work.
Go on, go on. And how? Yes, sir. That's the truth.
How do you do? May I help you?
Do you happen to have a copy of Dark Safari by Cuddlefoot?
I'll find out.
Hey, Bob.
How do you do, gentlemen?
We like to speak to salesman, pal.
Well, I'm the salesman, Stanley Livington. I'm the clerk in charge of all Jungle Books. And at 11 o'clock, giving a lecture.
Yeah. You got a book by the name of Dark Safari by Cuddleford.
Dark Safari by Cuddlefoot? We did have it. Well, we got rid of it some time ago. I want to tell you, gentlemen, I read that book. I had nightmares for 9 months.
How well do you remember that book?
Why?
You remember a map in it?
A map in that book? Of course I remember it.
Could you draw it?
Could I draw it?
For $1,000?
Draw that map in that book for $1,000? Mm-hmm. Ha! For $1,000, I could draw that map in oil.
Okay, then meet us in the alley tonight at 7:30. And we'll take you to somebody who'll give you $1,000 the minute you lay down the pencil. Is it a deal?
Shake.
Okay, pal. See you in the alley tonight at 7:30. And be there, chum. Get me?
$1,000 to draw that map.
I'm sorry, but that book is out of print. In fact, we sold the last one some time ago.
Oh, dear, I was afraid of that. I've been to every bookstore in the city. There's a map in that book that I'd give $2,500 for.
Will you give me that again, please?
I said there was a map in that book that I'd give $2,500 for.
$2,500. Excuse me, I'll be right back. What are you doing?
Hey, Buzz, this you'll never believe. There were two guys in here.
Look, I understand. Look, Stanley, how well do you remember that book you read about Dark Safari?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. There was two guys in
Now,
here.
look, you remember there was a map in it.
You two. Now, go away.
What are you doing there?
I'm drawing that map now.
Oh, no, you don't.
Wait a minute.
Oh, you can't.
Buzz, don't tear that up. I got a chance to make...
Wait, quiet. Come on, follow me. Oh, take it easy. Come on. Madam, you are the luckiest person in New York this morning. Allow me to introduce Stanley Livington, one of the world's greatest wild game hunters.
Well, how exciting. Wild game hunters are my weakness. This is really a thrill, Mr. Livington.
So nice meeting you, too, but I'm really not...
It might interest you to know that when Mr. Cuddleford wrote Dark Safari, Mr. Livington was right there.
Oh!
Wonderful. Then you must be very familiar with the map that is in that book.
The map?
Yes.
Oh, sure. That's one map I could draw in a darkroom even without a pencil.
You see, your troubles were all over. I could make arrangements to bring him over to your home this evening.
Oh, marvelous. I think it's a wonderful idea. My name is Emerson, Diana Emerson.
How do you do, Miss Emerson? No, I got a date in the alley.
She'll have to wait.
She'll have to wait.
Here's my address. See you tonight, then. Goodbye.
Goodbye. That's the kind of girl I dream about. But you should see the ones I get.
I tell you, boss, the guy said he knew the map back. So we make a date to meet him, bring him in, and have him drawn. Yeah, and the little muzzler never shows up after us offering him $1,000.
Well, you can relax. I found somebody myself this morning.
You did, boss? Where?
In Clopper's department store.
That's where we found our guy.
Wait a minute. Was he a silly-looking little fat guy?
That's him.
Why, that two-timer. You offer him $1,000 and he holds out for a higher price.
The minute he puts his foot through the door, I'll break every bone in his head.
You'll do no such thing. When he leaves, you boys can meet him outside and get my money back.
We get you, boss.
Now go out the side entrance. I'm closing a deal with the man who's going to lead the safari. Won't you come in, Mr. Beatty?
This is the place. Now, don't forget, she thinks you're a big game hunter.
Buzz, why do you keep getting me in the middle? I wish you hadn't.
Why, you ingrate. Here I'm giving you a chance to make me $2,500. Is that the way you want to repay me for all the things I could have done for you? Come on. Come on.
I'm sorry.
Oh, come on. Stanley, will you come on?
I'm shutting off the water.
Well, turn it off and come on.
I stopped it.
Good. Come on up here.
May I see you a minute, please?
Now what's the matter?
My finger's stuck.
Well, leave it then. Come on.
Okay.
What's the matter? Well, let me see this.
Not that one, not that one! That one!
Oh, Howard.
Don't borrow that one!
Wait a minute.
Harry, did you answer the door?
No. Do I have to?
Answer the door.
Oh, all right. Do everything around here. Get this. The office tight. I gotta be a cook and a butler. One of these days I'll just, well, that's all. I'll just do it. Yes?
Mr. Johnson and Mr. Livington to see Miss Emerson.
Well, come in. Oh, who is knocking? Well, come in. Miss Emerson is busy for the moment. Will you step in the living room, please? Pats.
Thank you.
Ow, that hurts. That belongs on outside. Yeah, I can't get it off. Help me get it off. Well, you get your hand. Well, not so hard. Get your hand out. I'll pull it off. Get your hand out of the way now. Get your hand out of the way. I'll get it. Get your hand out of the way. Off. Well, get your hand out of the way. I'll get it off.
Naturally, I haven't publicized the expedition because I could easily become the victim of unscrupulous people.
If that map's one of the few in existence, the owner would practically have you in the palm of his hand.
This man coming tonight is the gullible type, but fairly intelligent. If he can remember the map accurately, we'll proceed at once.
That'd be fine with me, Miss Emerson.
And now regarding your fee. Suppose we say $5,000 in advance and $15,000 on completion.
That's very liberal.
On the contrary, money is no object, as long as I get what I'm after.
Come on, will you? Ah, that is. Oh, not that hand, this one. Well, put this hand in your pocket. Get your hand out of it. Oh. Oh, sometimes if... Oh.
Stanley, I just found out that map is worth more than $2,500, that woman.
I can't get over it. All I did was go like this and the water came out.
Are you listening? Come on. Come on! You go in the living room and wait. I'm going to snoop around here and find out more about this deal. Go ahead.
Who was at the door, Harry?
Mr. Livington and Mr. Johnson.
Good, where are they?
They're in the living room.
I'll see them in a minute, and we'll have coffee in the library. Harry, I'm phoning Gunner to come over. Please leave the door open.
Yes, ma'am. Excuse me. I didn't know anybody in the room. I'm awfully sorry. Say, hold. Wait where you are. You know, you standing in front of this here picture reminds me of my last expedition in Africa.
Is that so?
Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. And it was my most dangerous expedition. We were after cats. Big cats. You know what cats are?
Lions, I imagine.
Oh, there's no imagine about it, my friend. Lions are lions. Here or any place, they're lions. You can't imagine they're lions. Oh, no, indeedy. I want to tell you something. My first afternoon out, I bagged 64 lions. Gad, what a hunt.
Really?
Oh, yes. And then I ran into an old friend of mine, Clyde Beatty.
No.
Yeah. And was he hurt? He didn't bag a lion for 2 weeks.
Really?
I want to tell you something. My first afternoon out, I bagged 64 lions. Gad, what a hunt.
Really?
Oh, yes. And then I ran into an old friend of mine, Clyde Beatty.
No.
Yeah. And was he hurt? He didn't bag a lion for 2 weeks.
Really?
I bagged them all. He couldn't hit one of them. Of course, when it comes to handling lions, he don't know from nothing. I am the boy right over here. I'll tell you something else, too, between you and I. Clyde Beatty is a phony. On the side, a pretty nice fella, but between you and I, a phony. Something else I want to tell you, friend. Who do you think tames the lions that he has inside the cages? Me, Stanley Livington, the world's greatest hunter.
No kidding.
Yes, sir. Well, one of the greatest. By the way, what's your name?
Clyde Beatty.
Clyde. Clyde, it's nice knowing you. I want you to stick around because I'm going to tell you how I go in myself with those lions. Now, when it comes to taming the animals...
Oh, good evening. I see you've met Mr. Livington, our big wild game hunter, eh?
Yes, indeed.
Swell.
He just didn't tell me about some of his...
Tell him about the time you and Clyde Beatty went tiger hunting in India. That's
Yes, I'd like to hear about it.
Yes, indeed. Why, Stanley tells me that he outshot Beatty 5 to 1. Right. By the way, I don't think you've introduced me to this gentleman.
Clyde Beatty.
Clyde Beatty. I'll be seeing you around.
Mr. Beatty, I'm sorry for what I said about Mr. Beatty. Excuse me.
Why, Mr. Johnson and Mr. Livington, please forgive me for keeping you waiting. You met Mr. Beatty?
It seems Mr. Livington and I are old hunting pals.
Won't you gentlemen have tea? And after coffee, we'll have Mr. Livington draw the map.
I'm terribly sorry. Mr. Livington will not be able to draw the map.
But he's got to. The whole success of my trip depends on it.
You mean you intend to take a trip to Africa?
Very definitely. I'm planning a safari.
I wonder if I may be excused. I know you folks would rather talk business in private.
If you don't mind, I think it would be better. Mr. Beatty's hat, Harry. Excuse me, gentlemen.
Night, old friend.
Quick, Grapple and Boots are outside waiting to slug Johnson and Livington. Tell them the plans are changed and to lay off.
Yes, ma'am. Look, Buzz, let me draw the map. We'll get the $2,500 and get out of here.
Certainly not. Now, if I play your cards right, we'll get more than $2,500. Listen, you heard her. She's organizing a safari.
I wish I was there.
Where?
On a Hoboken safari right now.
Stanley, you're absolutely right. As you surmised, to be frank with you, I don't blame you for having the desire.
Desire to what?
Of course, I'll have to explain everything to the lady.
Explain it to me.
Mr. Livington insists on journeying a safari to Africa.
I insist.
There you are. You heard it from his own lips.
Hello. Just a minute. How do you do?
You see, with Mr. Livington in Africa, he'd feel right at home, and it'd be very simple for him to draw the map without any difficulties.
I think it's an excellent idea.
Silly.
Once we're there, he can lead us to the East Fork of the Tarabongo and Okavango River.
Lead you to the fort.
Yes, Shirley, of course, there'll be the regular $5,000 fee in advance and $15,000 on completion. Of course, that includes my services.
What? Splendid.
That's fine.
And for your safety, I'm going to assign you my best follow-upper.
Follow-upper?
Yes, he's the man who follows you in the jungle, and if you miss a shot at a charging animal, he shoots and saves your life. Oh, that's him now. Excuse me.
Shirley.
Listen, Buzz, I'm not going to go over there. You got no right to put me in a thing like that.
Oh, what kind of money?
You're always putting me right in the middle
Tell
of
me
it.
where to
I don't care what kind of money.
Don't you give me that.
No, listen, you're going to over there with
no arguments.
I'm not going to go over there with all those lines.
I tell you.
I'm going to start going the other way.
Don't do as I tell you. No arguments.
No, I'm not. I won't.
Gunner, I'd like to have you meet Mr. Johnson and Mr. Livington, Gunner Jensen.
Hi.
I don't want to seem inquisitive, but just what are we going to Africa for?
Well, we're going after an orangutan gargantua.
Orangutan gargantua.
Excuse me, please.
Pardon?
May I see you? What's orangutan gargantua?
It's a big ape.
Oh, big ape.
Yeah, stop worrying.
Me? Excuse me.
Pardon me.
Big ape?
Yeah.
You mean like the thing I see in a circus, like the father to the monkey?
Yeah, it's only bigger.
Ping! And he's going to protect me?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Gunner, show them how you can shoot the Winchester.
You missed the lion. I raised the gun to my shoulder, looked through the peep sight, and I looked through the peep sight, put my finger on the trigger, grabbed for the pump slide, and I... No pump slide.
Stanley. Now where did he go? Stanley!
What the hell am I looking at here? This isn't scary at all. The scariest thing about this movie, Jack, is that I'm showing it this week on me ship. How did the island even choose this of all films?
I'm not sure, Captain, but it is funny.
I ask for Long John Silver to celebrate National Talk Like a Pirate Day in September and to celebrate the Pittsburgh Renaissance Festival, and instead I get these two pranksters. How in the world did they ever defeat Dracula? Or for that matter, the Mummy? Or the Wolfman? Where are those films? I thought at least with a name like Africa Screams, it would have been scarier. Well, oh well. Time to make the best out of a bad situation. Jack, did you, acquire our guest for this evening's show?
I certainly did.
Well, me hearties, we have to keep up appearances on the show, even if the island chose a movie that apparently isn't that scary, which is why I asked a professional to come on the show this evening, right, Jack?
That's right, Captain. Who better to show us all how to talk like a pirate and to properly celebrate Talk Like a Pirate Day in September at the Pittsburgh Renaissance Festival than our wonderful guest, who also...
Get to the guest, Jack.
I'm sorry, Captain. Who better to demonstrate talking like a Pittsburgh pirate than the Pittsburgh Pirate Parrot himself? Ta-da! Now it's a show, right, Drake?
Jack. What's this?
It's our special guest to show us how to talk like a pirate, the Pittsburgh Pirate Parrot.
Jack, this is a bear in a baseball costume.
That's right! It's the Pittsburgh Pirate Parrot!
Jack, this is clearly not the Pittsburgh Pirate Parrot. Where is your cousin, like you promised?
He couldn't make it, sir. He got a hold of some bad birdseed, so this is who he sent in his place from when they were roommates in Mascot College. Ta-da!
mascot college. They have such a thing?
Well, obviously.
Jack, this is the...
Oh my God, it's the Washington Wild thing!
The who?
The Washington Wild thing, Captain! Their mascot! The Frontier League? Washington County? Baseball?
Well, what does he know about pirating? Much less talking like one.
Absolutely nothing!
Well, he would be great if he were going to show us how to, steal honey from some bees or a picnic basket from some campers, but, how is he going to show us how to talk like a pirate, Jack?
Very carefully, sir, or he might rip your ears off.
Jack, you understand he doesn't speak a word, right? He's a mascot.
Yes, sir.
But isn't that a prerequisite for talking like a pirate?
Nonsense, Captain. It's the best we can do on short notice, sir. Show them how it's done, Sparky.
Sparky? Well, this is frustrating. What's this? What's this, Jack?
Really? Yeah, really. Really? Yeah, Really? Yeah, really. Really? Yeah, Really?
Sign language, huh?
Well, Captain, he claims to have brought this back all the way from Africa when he was on safari. He says it will assist anyone who wears it in talking like a pirate. Apparently, he and Bucky, my cousin, just returned from spring break exploring Africa when they got back to Mascot College.
Mascot College. I've got to check out that whole thing sometime. It looks like The Mask from that Jim Carrey movie in the 1990s. Do you remember that?
He says it is.
What?
Or at the very least, this is the one that the movie was patterned after.
Really? How in the world did he obtain it?
Yeah, really.
Jack, what's going on with your side of the family? Why are they all named after hair?
Ah, not my family. Davy Bones would know more about that. He's related, not me.
Of course he is. Mr. Bones!
Sure I can, baby. I own this whole ship. The captain? Ha! He works for me.
Mr. Bones!
I gotta run, sugar. Yes, I'll call you. Okay,
Mr. Bones!
goodbye. Yes, Captain!
Hi, Mr. Bones! I hope I'm not ruining anything important.
Oh, no, sir. Just getting some sun.
I left you alone for 30 seconds and... Mr. Bones, it's nearly midnight.
Right.
Well, you need some. Mr. Bones, what can you tell me about a mask obtained from Africa that contains some type of mystical or magical powers, maybe even as far back as Bud Abbott and Lou Costello? And more importantly, what is it with your family naming themselves after hair?
Oh, you're talking about the Beards. Big adventurers they are.
Well, somehow this mask ended up in the hands of Jack's cousin, the Pittsburgh Pirate Parrot, and his roommate from college, your Washington Wild Thing.
He said he won it in a poker game in Africa with the San Diego Chicken, the Philly Fanatic, Steely McBeam, the Pirate Parrot, and of course, well, the Washington Wild Thing.
Really? Big stakes.
Uh-huh.
Well, somehow it ended up in the hands of Jack's cousin, the Pittsburgh Pirate Parrot, and he says it contains all kinds of magical powers.
Oh, yes, it does. In fact, I haven't seen it since that Jim Carrey movie in the 1990s. Now, what was it called?
The Mask?
Yes, that's the one.
Really? Well, I always wanted to see what a true pirate talked like. Let's give it a whirl.
Captain, you already talk like a pirate. In fact, you are one. I'm not too sure what would happen if you put it on and already talked like a pirate. That would be like making Superman more super.
I know that, Jock, but I just want to see if this ancient artifact has any true influence over me or my ship, to see if it is dangerous. Or do you just put it on, I guess? Funny, I don't feel any different. What the hell?
Captain, how do you feel?
Well, it's not a tumor. It's not a tumor whatsoever. It's not a tumor at all. That mask is horrible. I feel like I need to get to the chopper.
Well, that certainly doesn't sound like any pirate I know.
Ugh, I sound like that famous actor, Arnold Braunschweiger. I need a vacation.
I think both of us do.
Oh, you the party pooper. Huh?
Still think this was a good idea, Captain?
Talk to the hand. Hey, do you know what killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age!
Looks like we should probably, take a break here while we figure out how to get the captain, back to normal.
I'll be back.
certainly will be.
Catch all the excitement and grab your tickets at WashingtonWildThings.com.
Arr, we asked, and you responded.
Oh my God, I think your Guess TV thing is so awesome. I just want to let you know, I think it's great for our kids and our community to be able to participate and see ourselves on TV. So, thanks.
Good morning. This is Puff, and I'm watching the program. I think it is absolutely marvelous. Something of that nature brought to light. It is so entertaining and so wonderful, and it's surely delightful. So good luck to you in the future, and keep on programming. The bloodier, the ghoulier, the better. I love it. Remarkable. Bless you.
Why, hello, Dun&Berry Treasures. I just wanted to call and leave a message that I was very impressed by your show. It's very well done, and it might be one of the best locally produced programs I've ever seen. It reminded me of the old Chiller Theater in the 80s with Chilly Billy, and I absolutely love your show. I tell everybody about it. I even had my friends over, some kids, and my grandchildren over a couple of Fridays back when it was on, and we all gathered around and made popcorn like the old days, and had some fun watching some television as a family. So I thought it was very well done, and Captain Drake is very funny, and the parrot is hilarious. Well written, well crafted, very good show. Keep it up, Dun&Berry Treasures.
There are no further messages.
Operators are standing by. Call now.
Before the trip, Jessica sent 22 texts to a swim instructor to help Manny overcome his fear. Their GPS took them to places out of a storybook, and they called Grandma when Manny felt sad about not being able to swim. Overall, they shared 176 pictures, but when the moment came, they held their breath and watched their son learn to believe in himself.
I want it.
I can't believe it.
That cop brought his karaoke machine.
Nothing but a heartache.
No, I can't believe how easy it was to save hundreds of dollars on my car insurance with Geico.
Tell me why. I never wanted to say.
Go, Kevin! Go, Kevin!
I want it that way.
Please silence your phones and karaoke machines before the movie begins.
Kevin!
Enjoy the fantasy, knights in shining armor, comedy, games, fine arts and crafts, and food fit for a king. The Pittsburgh Renaissance Festival, opening weekend, August 17th and 18th.
Affordable fun for everyone!
Yo-ho! Yo-ho!
Don't miss the absolute worst in monster movie mayhem on Dead and Buried Treasures. Weekends at 11. That's Friday and Saturday nights beginning at 11 and going until roughly 2:30 a.m. Right here on your local Fright Network affiliate, our flagship station, BPTV.
Ha! It's like dinner and a show, Jack. A night at the opera.
And don't miss our Fright Network pre-show at 10:30, where series creator Eric Sprouse take you for a behind-the-scenes tour with insight into making each episode. Plus, your chance to win even more horrific prizes each week.
Pretty good stuff, don't you think? What do you think?
So wake the kids and phone the neighbors this weekend and every Friday and Saturday night at 11 with our pre-show live at 10:30 on this Fright Network affiliate and our Facebook and YouTube pages.
There are just so many people to thank on such a long list.
If you dare.
Care to play, Jack?
Welcome back, everyone. Well, it looks like the island made a mistake somehow.
Yeah, I'll say. Normally we show monster movies or scary ones on the show, and the closest I think we get with this one is Lou Costello's fear of animals. He doesn't like lions, or tigers, or bears.
Oh my!
Well, with the exception of the Washington Wild thing, or the fact that the Pittsburgh Pirate Parrot gave me an antique relic that has now apparently cursed me to talk like Arnold Braunschweiger. So stick around.
You know, Captain, perhaps there's an answer in the past, particularly the Pittsburgh Renaissance Festival.
You know, Jack, that might be a good answer to my problems.
Right. So while the Captain works on a solution of some type to get back to normal, why don't we take a look at the sights and sounds of this episode's sponsor, the Pittsburgh Renaissance Festival? Perhaps we can find an answer there.
Yeah, it takes me back to my Conan the Barbarian years.
you have it. Blood was spilt. Violates chivalry. I gotta come back here at 5:30 and watch the Red Knight and the Yellow Knight settle business. We haven't even covered half this yet. There's just a lot of merchants, a lot of good things to eat, a lot of people yelling, and a lot of shows too. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to catch them all, but they're all great.
And a special thanks to our newest pirate, Everyday Eric, for shooting the sights and sounds of the Renfest. We'll have more later. Well, Drake, I didn't see anything there that would help.
Well, Jack, that is all fine and dandy, but I have a little bit more problem than you. I think there's a little bit more to this mask than I previously thought.
Captain, what happened?
Well, I think the longer I am enchanted with the voice that the mask provides when I am that person or that voice, the more I begin to take on the voice's traits and characteristics, like I pumped myself up.
What did you use, an air compressor?
No. These are my muscles. I'm kind of digging them in a way, you know. In fact, you could use some, you flabby bird.
Yeah, right. Well, thank goodness my cousin, the Pittsburgh Pirate Parrot, asked the Washington Wild Thing to be on the show tonight.
Yes, thank God. You know, if he wasn't on the show tonight, then he wouldn't have brought the mask, and I wouldn't be in this ridiculous situation. I feel like Troy Polamalu on steroids.
Wild Thing, I know you and my cousin got the mask in Africa, but how would you recommend getting the captain back to normal? Okay, he says you need to put the mask back on and you should change back.
Really? Do you think so? Wait a minute. Should change back or will change back?
Probably a 63% probability. Probably?
Yes, Mr. Bones.
You know, Captain, it's kind of nice having you like this. It's like we already know what you're going to say.
You know, Mr. Bones, those movies where they say, go ahead to make my day, or I'm your worst nightmare? Well, listen to this one. Rubber Baby Buggy Bumpers. Ha! You didn't know I was going to say that, did you?
Actually I did. I saw Kindergarten Cop, and all the other Arnold movies you've been quoting tonight. What a fine slice of acting material he is.
Well, I think I'm looking pretty good. Fine, let's get this over with. Give me the mask. Who would have guessed that something like this, so small, would have caused me such problems? Yeah, right, here we go. Let me just put it on like this. What the hell? Smoking! Somebody stop me!
Yes, sir, you're certainly not talking like a pirate now. Oh boy. Captain, how are you feeling? Maybe a shot of rum?
Well, I'll pass on the rum, but perhaps a Bloody Mary?
Oh boy.
Well, you certainly look normal, Captain. Sort of.
And I feel normal too, Mr. Bones, although I feel like I should count things.
Like on Sesame Street?
Oh boy. I don't like where this is going, but maybe you'll like where you're going. Let's take you back to Africa. Specifically, Abbott and Costello in Africa Screams. Although I still don't see why they're screaming.
calm river. You know, Stanley, suppose a north wind should come up, what would you do?
I throw out an anchor.
If a west wind come up, what would you do?
I throw out another anchor.
And a south wind came up, what would you do then?
I throw out another anchor.
And an east wind blew up, what would you do?
I throw out another anchor.
Where are you getting all the anchors?
The same place you're getting all the wind.
Will you keep quiet? Unrow your boat. You've been a very bad boy the last couple of days. I want you to change. I'm warning you. I don't like it a bit. So all you do is snap at me.
Me snap at you?
Oh, wait, that'll laugh. Me snapping at him. Why should you laugh? Don't splash. What are you doing?
Hey, you. Oh, Gunner. Look, not me, the post.
Oh, he's complaining. Hello.
Hello. The camp's coming along fine, Miss Emerson, and in the morning we'll start for the interior.
Very good.
Well, we've looked the whole place over. You want to know something, boss? This don't look like a place to find diamonds.
You fool. Did you ever mention the word diamonds? We're supposed to be after an orangutan.
And another thing, boss. I'm getting awfully sick of these two guys you're depending on. They're always fouling us up.
Just be patient. It won't be long now before the map is in my hands.
Stanley, drop everything. Huh? Drop everything. Hey, come here. Come here, Stanley. Get out. Get out from under there. Hurry up. Come here. Come on, Stanley.
Oh, boss, just when I had the 10 up.
Never mind the 10. Come over here and draw that map.
The map?
The map.
If I draw, will you let me go home?
Why do you want to go home?
I forgot something.
What did you forget?
I forgot to stay there.
Draw the map. Come on. Boy, oh boy, can you picture me a tycoon? Oh, building yachts, railroads. I don't know. I might even buy an airline. According to how I feel. Why, winters in Maine, summers in Florida. Oh, it's unbelievable.
Kid him. He could even get his laundry out.
Have you got it ready yet? Come on. You got it? Attaboy. Oh, this paper here's worth $1 million. $1
million? Well, I thought I did it. Give me something. I got to have something for it.
Oh, sure. I intended to. Here's a nickel.
Thank you.
Attaboy.
Oh, a nickel.
Hello, Diana.
Harry, some tea for Mr. Johnson.
And plenty of sugar. Wonderful day we're having. You're looking marvelous yourself.
You're in fine spirits.
I have all the reasons in the world to be. I finally persuaded Stanley to draw the map.
Oh, well, may I see it?
I also made some very interesting discoveries. Aside from the orangutan, there are far more important things to be found in that particular territory.
Really?
Yes, and due to the facts, I personally think I'm entitled to a new deal.
Well, what kind of a deal did you have in mind?
Well, I'd say 20% of the safari's profits would be fair.
Very liberal. In view of your generosity, may I see the map?
Oh, yes, Shirley. Now, this map will take you right to, there seems to be something lacking here. I'll see Stanley. There's some detail work. He hasn't really completed the map. I'll be right back.
Here's your tea. I put plenty of sugar in it.
Drink it yourself.
Oh, drink it yourself. Drink it yourself.
Harry, I want to see Boots and Grappler immediately.
Ooh. All right. Come here. Wise, Alec, huh?
Now, what's the matter with you?
Thought you were putting something over on me. This is not the map that was in Cuddlefoot's book.
Oh, yes, it is.
This thing tells you how to get the Cloppers department store.
Well, that's the map. I used to keep that map in Cuddlefoot's book.
Listen, you nitwitted numbskull. These people want a map of the Bangui territory.
The Bangui territory? Bangui territory?
Yes.
I was wondering why they want to pay all that kind of money just to find the directions how I get the Cloppers department store. That I couldn't understand.
Just a minute. Do you realize we're in the most dangerous spot we've ever been in our lives?
Dangerous spot?
Dangerous spot.
Buzz.
What?
Is it worse than the time when Skinny Marink knocked the chip off my shoulder?
Ah, certainly.
Worse than that?
I should say it is.
And the time I drew the line like that?
Far more.
Yeah, but that time he came over the line. It's worse than that?
Never mind that. It's worse than that.
Oh, are we in trouble?
Wait a minute.
Oh.
We got to do something. I have it. We've got to get out. Come on.
Come on, hurry up.
Get all of that.
Come on. Let's go.
What you doing, boys? Going somewhere, fellas?
We were just going to take these little trunks inside the tent.
Get moving.
Hey. Go ahead. Knock the chip off my shoulder.
Not that. Your head's liable to go with it.
Oh.
Go on, get moving.
Getting sick and tired of getting pushed around by you guys. Did you hear me? Getting sick and tired of it. Hey, come on back. Come on back. Hey, come on back. Hey, come on back. Hey, hey! Step on that side of the line. Come on.
Stanley, no, don't bother me. Stanley, you're not going to kill anyone.
Don't hold me back.
Don't do that.
Somebody's got to get it, and when I get this mad, somebody's got to get it.
Stanley. Fine friend you are. You bring me away out here in the heart of the jungle. Why? Because you told me that you could draw the map. You can't draw it, can you? You know you couldn't. Why'd you bring me away out here? Now what am I going to do? What am I going to do with the boats I was going to buy, the buildings I was going to buy, the railroads I was going to buy? Put that down. That's a fine how do you do. Nice goings on from a pal, from a friend. I never expected it from you. I'll have to go into bankruptcy, that's all. That's all that's left for me to do. And what'll my friends say? To think that you, my bosom friend... Look, where are you going with the water?
Oh, my tent's on fire!
Well, what have you got to say for yourself?
Hold it! Stop! Go no further!
What are you stopping here for? It's early yet.
Well, this is where Cuddlefoot stopped. Now, on the bottom of page 389, according to Cuddlefoot, he wrote that he had a very uneventful day. Therefore, he made camp on the bank of the Crocodile River. Now, over there is the Crocodile River. Over here.
You'll have to forgive him. You see, Stanley is actually living the book.
That's not all. That night, Cuddlefoot, he posted a double guard because he was nearing the Bangui country, which was full of ferocious animals and cannibals.
Stanley's right. This is pretty dangerous territory. I suggest we pitch camp on this side tonight.
But that means we'll lose an entire half day.
Well, if you cross over, you're going to lose 2 days anyway.
Why?
Well, according to Cuddlefoot, when he crossed the river, he was brought down by jungle fever. And he was that way for 36 hours.
Mr. Emerson, I think we should look for a location to pitch camp.
All right, Mr. B.
Stanley, come here. You better use a little more tact when you talk to Miss Emerson. You know, she's liable to send us back to the States.
Good.
Good. What's the matter? Oh, my goodness. You worrying about that? That's just a little baby lion. Wait a minute, I'll get a hold of him. Can you imagine that?
Buzz, don't. Buzz, don't.
Excited. Here, let it here.
Remember what happened in Copper's department store? Don't do it.
Now, don't get excited. This little cat was raised on milk.
So was I, but I ain't meat now. Take him
touch
away.
it. Go ahead,
Go
touch
back to
it.
his mother, huh?
Touch it. Now, go ahead, touch it. There you are. You see? Yeah. There you are. Go ahead, now, go ahead. There he is. Look how cute he runs.
Hey, I got my finger back.
What do you mean you got your finger? You touched him, didn't you?
I touched a real lion.
That's all there is to it.
A real lion. Brave, too.
Well, that's it.
Just like that.
That'll take that fear out of you.
I'm going to capture that little baby lion, and I'm going to bring it back to Diana.
Hey, wait a minute. That's a good idea. That'll put us in good with her.
Yeah.
Go ahead, kid. I'll see you at camp.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da! Kitty, 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 kitty.
Hey, Buzz! Buzz! Come on!
Well, Buzz, I guess we lost that pussycat. Well, Buzz. Oh, no. Hey, Buzz. Oh, Buzz. Hey, it's dark down there. I can't see a thing. How did you ever fall in a trap anyway, you clumsy boy? I'm going to throw you some rope down there. Can't see a thing, so grab for it. Now, boy. Now, Buzz, you better go on a diet because you're getting awful fat and awful heavy. Give me the other end of the rope. Thank you. Now, we'll leave it here for whoever it belongs to. Hey! Look! Get alone! Buzz! Hey, Buzz!
We better go over and check on that trap.
Stanley! Stanley!
All right, boys. We've done a good job now. Take them back to the truck.
Come on, boys. Back to the truck.
Stanley! Stanley! Stanley!
Look out there, fellow. There's a trap right there in front of you.
A trap? Thanks, Ranger. Hey, my name is Buzz Johnson. I'm looking for a little chubby guy by the name of Stanley Livington. Have you seen him?
No, I haven't. My name is Frank Buck.
Frank Buck? Well, I'm certainly glad to know you.
I'm glad to know you. I'm looking for a great big guy called Orangutan Gargantua. Have you seen him?
Oh, no.
I just built this trap for him. Come on, you better get away from this trap.
I think we better. Say, Mr. Buck, is there really such an animal as an orangutan gargantua?
Of course there is.
There is.
There's one right around this district now. Face almost human. Matter of fact, I've got traps all around here set for him.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Buzz!
Mr. Buck, I wonder if you'd help me find my camp.
Why, I'd be very glad to.
Trap! Trap! Boy! Whoa! Hey! Got one! He's only a baby, though. But we got him. Boy, bring that net around there. Come on, now. Now, get him in the net there. Bring him up. Haul him up.
Johnson, that's the first of the species ever captured by a human being.
You two take the poles out. Drop the net.
Come on, Bobo. Come on. Get him up there. Get him up. Heist him up.
Take the slack out of the hole. Careful, boy.
Is he ferocious? Oh, we don't know. Don't know.
It's Stanley. Stanley, where have you been? I've searched this jungle all night long for you.
Last night, I want to tell you,
This is no time for clowning.
Now, listen, what are you trying to do? Make a monkey out of yourself?
That's it.
All the extra work you did for my men here.
Listen, are you the guy that dug this hole?
Yes, I am.
The least you could have done was put a red lantern there. I'm going to report you to the African League for better road improvement. I certainly am.
Now, take it easy.
What are you trying to build anyway, a trap?
Yeah, it's a trap.
You're doing it all wrong.
What do you mean I'm doing it all wrong?
This guy don't know from nothing about building a trap. I showed Frank Buck how to build all his traps, every one of them. He listens to me. I'm one of the biggest game hunters in the whole world. That's why I'm over here.
Wait a minute.
You got the whole thing. Well, it's longer. Will you keep quiet? It's longer over here. Will you keep quiet after what I saw last night? I'm the boss. I know what I'm talking about. It's one. Who's this character?
Frank Buck.
Frank Buck. How do you do?
Yeah.
I'll see you later, Mr. Buck.
Yeah, we'll get on with the truck and stand over there. Boys, set the trap again now. Get it all ready.
Mr. Buck, the boys have finished resetting the traps.
All right, go down the other way now and set the other one.
I'm sorry I fell in your trap.
Oh, that's all right.
But last night I saw something like I never saw before in my life. Now, even in a nightmare, I never saw anything like this. I'm like, sorry, he had a head like that.
All right, go ahead.
I'm not looking right at him like that. I said...
Eat your food, come on.
No sugar. Don't you so nervous. Don't play with it, eat it. What's the matter with you? Huh? He must be tired.
Buzz.
What's the matter?
You see this thing over there?
Certainly not.
Then I got jungle fever.
I'd better get him back to our camp.
I think you better, too. Now, just follow the trail exactly as I told you, and you won't miss it. And look
Swell.
out for my traps. Now, wait a minute, I think you better take a gun along with you.
Well, George, I think we can use one.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
All right.
So long, Mr. Buck.
So long.
So long,
Bye,
Mr.
boys.
Buck.
Come on. Take it easy. Take it easy.
What a business for a guy to be in. Crocodiles and lions bring a lot of dough back in the States. You can have it. Okay, boys, you're finished. Let's go back to the compound.
Well, Buzz, after this swim, I'll feel like a diamond in the rough.
Yeah. Diamond.
That's right.
Stanley, I think Diana's trying to put something over on us. Doesn't it seem funny to you that as soon as Clyde Beatty goes out to bag lions, she lets us come down here to take a swim in the river?
Oh, tush.
Now, never mind the tush.
I can use it.
Just a minute. We may be in the diamond territory. Maybe she knows where the diamonds are.
Buzz,
Maybe she has the diamonds.
Boys, you gotta take it easy. You need more sleep nights, kid. Now, forget about diamonds.
I'm a little worried.
Don't get worried. Hold it.
I know.
Come on. Let's go in and take a bath. A bathe or something, and swim nicely.
All right, put it down. Put it down.
Come on, let's go.
Well?
The last one in is a old maid.
Wait a minute. Where are you going?
I'm gonna dive in.
In there?
Of course in there. I gotta dive in over there. Your head over there.
Did you read this sign?
What?
Do you know what that sign says?
Who's walking on the grass?
Wait a minute. You can't dive in there. There's nothing but crocodiles in there.
Oh.
What? Crocodiles? Wait a minute. Don't get excited. Don't get excited. You see over here, there's nothing but nets.
I dive inside the net.
Yeah, the crocodiles can't get in the nets.
That's good.
That's swell. Go ahead right in. Enjoy yourself.
Okay.
Can you make it? Oh, come on. That's warm.
It's cute.
Sure. Atta boy. Whoa, boy. Where you going? What a belly flop.
Hey, Buzz.
Right.
Watch my impersonations.
Oh, you do impersonations?
Yeah. Watch. My first one. A seal.
A seal.
Here I go. Pretty good, huh?
All right.
Hey, watch my other one.
What's this?
A whale.
A whale. Oh, that's a whale.
Yeah, hey, watch this one, Buzz. An alligator.
Look, I want to go in there too, you know.
Where did I do the alligator?
Well, let me go.
Here I go. Yeah. Buzz. Buzz. How you like that? The guy couldn't wait. He had to dive in. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey, Buzz. Buzz, stop tickling. Stop! Stop tickling, Buzz. He's a playful little son of a gun. Buzz, will you come on? Buzz, come up where we are. Buzz, will you? Buzz. Buzz. Will you come around? Buzz, will you stop? I don't want to play anymore. Buzz, no more now. Will you come up wherever you are? Oh, Buzz, I'm not even good night.
Why he has to try those cats out before he sends them back to the States. It worries me.
Doesn't worry me half as much as those two knotheads you brought along with us.
Relax.
Buzz, please don't make me do this.
You're going to do it.
I don't want to.
You're making a coward out of me.
No, I'm not making a coward out of you.
The gossip that's going around this camp. Stanley's a coward. Stanley's a coward. Afraid of a little teeny-weeny alligator like that.
A big alligator.
Oh, stop it. Are you afraid of that?
I think so.
Oh, stop. It's only a skin. Feel it, feel it. Don't be afraid of it.
Enough.
Now, look. I'm going to make a hero out of you, whether you like it or not. I'm going down that path. You know where the water bag is?
Yeah.
You meet me there. I'll be in this skin.
Uh-huh.
And make sure you bring Diana with you.
Oh, you want me to get Diana and bring her over by the path by the water bag?
Doggone it. Think
then you're going to have the lion skin on and then...
That's it. Just act like Clyde Beatty.
Okay, Buzz.
Attaboy.
I'm going over to have a chit-chat with Diana.
Attaboy.
I'm going to show her I'm a pretty brave kid, and I don't like this kind of talk going around.
Now you're talking.
Don't forget by the path by the water bag.
I'll be there.
Well, boys, in a little while we can say goodbye to Mr. Beatty and his lions and crocodiles and cages.
Tag this one for shipment back to the States. He's a good one. And get the other 3 ready for the training cage. I'll be back later then to work them out.
Diana?
Yes, Stanley.
I would like to have a chit-chat with you, if you don't mind.
Of course.
Excuse us, fellas. Now, a few things I want to get straightened out.
Yes?
I'll tell you over here. Diana, there's some talk going around this camp, and I don't like it. I don't like it nohow. And I'm getting plenty peeved about it. And I have a right, too. Have a drink. People are going around saying that I'm afraid of lions. Well, that's not true. That's a lie. I'm one of the finest big game hunters in the world. No one surpasses Stanley Livington. Do you think the lions that Clyde Beatty catches are big ones? They're nothing but kittens. A little bit of kittens. Why, I want to tell you something. I'm going on a big game hunt myself. I'm going to catch a lion just for you to show you how big I can catch him. You afraid of lions?
No.
Good. Take a look.
Stanley. Stanley, what's the matter with you?
She scared me.
Oh, never mind. Listen, I'm going into the cage. And you behave yourself. I can't understand why he gets so scared.
Stand back! Have no fear, fair lady of that wild beast. I, Stanley Livington, will protect thee, and you too.
Get back, Stanley. I'll plug him for you. Why not let the lion chew on him for a while? No lion's gonna spoil my fun.
Let him alone, Grappler.
Nice work, Buzz.
Look. He's heading him toward the cage.
Well, I'll be.
Come on, come on. Get in the cage now. I'll show you who's the boss. Come on, come on. The key. I need it no more. Diana, watch. I'm not afraid of lions. And the gun, that's only for Clyde Beatty. Oh, me oh my. Don't get scared. I've got him under control.
Boy, that stupid little idiot showing off like that.
Come on, Buzz. Get up on the box. Do a good job. Come on, stop stalling. Get up there. Come on, get up there. Will you? Attaboy. Hey, Buzz, this I gotta tell you. You walked in the cage like a real lion. You even hopped around like a real lion. You wanna know something else? You even smell like a real lion. And that's the part I don't understand. Stop breathing down my neck, too. I don't like that. How do you do?
Oh, this is going to be horrible.
Hey, you come awful close. Now, cut it out or I'll hit you right in the puss with a chair. I'm not afraid of nothing. How do you do? I'm a pretty brave kid. I don't care about kittens. I don't care how big the kittens are. How we doing, boys? Hey, Buzz, get those nails filed. They hurt. Serves you right.
I've seen enough.
Stupid little idiots, Lou, but the fact that you're now trapped in a cage with a lion does seem to support his theory. Captain, how are you feeling?
Maybe now this is where this movie will become horror-related, Jack. Scary, right? Yes, very scary.
Oh boy.
Perhaps the island knows something we don't. Personally, I'm cheering for the lion. I mean, how did the island even choose this as a horror movie?
Yes, and as most of you know by now, we recovered an artifact from Africa itself that my cousin, the Pittsburgh Pirate Parrot, has passed on to him, and it's really affected the captain.
Yes, indeed.
Negatively.
We were attempting to use it to help Jack talk more like a pirate, since September is National Talk Like a Pirate Month. But things haven't gone exactly as planned.
As usual.
Again with the island and its mischievous nonsense. Now I talk like Bela Lugosi.
Interesting, Captain. You might have it. Something you said. The island and its mischievous nonsense.
Yes, Mr. Bones.
Jack, oh Jack, are we ready to return and see more of the Pittsburgh Renaissance Festival?
Fun Festival! I can't quite decide now if I talk like Dracula or the Count from Sesame Street.
Not quite, Davy Bones.
Oh, perhaps this would be a good time for this episode's trivia question. Eh, Jack?
Sure, why not?
And Bucky loves the idea.
Bucky?
Sparky. Yes, the Washington Wild thing. After all, he brought this mask all the way back from Africa. And it's caused me nothing but grief for the last hour or so. It's got me in this entire mess.
You know, Captain, with all due respect, are you sure it wasn't Transylvania he got the mask from? Count?
Mr. Bones, would you be so kind to shed some light on the legal stuff for the trivia question, my good man? But not sunlight. Not sunlight. Never sunlight.
Now remember, mateys, if you attempt to answer the trivia question, you are allowing us to use your name on our Fright Network. The first correct answer is the winner, and with one winner chosen each week. To be eligible, all submissions have to be emailed before the show is over with the accompanying timestamp, and no entries will be accepted once the show concludes. Your horrific prize can be picked up during regular business hours at BPTV in Bethel Park, Pennsylvania. Unclaimed prizes not picked up within 2 weeks of the show's original air date will be forfeited. Prizes for movie trivia will only be offered during a show's original broadcast and will not be offered during encore performances or repeats of shows. That's Saturday night, folks. Employees of BPTV, Comcast, and PCTV simply aren't eligible. That brings us to tonight's horrific question.
Thank you, Mr. Bones. Here is tonight's question, brought to you by the Pittsburgh Renaissance Festival, where you can win some pretty spooktacular prizes. And for this episode only, the first 20 correct answers win. That's right. If you get tonight's trivia question correct, the first 20 correct answers win. That's right. You and a fiend will receive discount passes for admission to the Pittsburgh Renaissance Festival. So good luck to you. Remember, all emails are time-stamped, so the first 20 with the correct answer wins the discounted admittance passes. Here is tonight's question, brought to you by the Pittsburgh Renaissance Festival. What classic horror film makes you believe that everybody has been slaughtered by a crazy killer, when in fact, they have not? Yeah! If you know the answer, drop us an email at deadandburiedtreasures@yahoo.com. That's right here at deadandburiedtreasures@yahoo.com. That question, once again, and a little clue. 9! 9 college students gather for spring break hijinks on the remote island, and one by one get knocked off by an unseen killer, when in fact, they have not. What is the name of this classic horror film? And here is a little clue for your detective work. Close. One of the college students was also the star of Friday the 13th, Part 2. And another was the nemesis, the villain, the bad guy, if you don't understand my Transylvanian. The bad guy versus Marty McFly in Back to the Future 1, 2, and 3! 3 films! So, if you know the answer, drop us an email at deadandburiedtreasures@yahoo.com. That's right here! I'm telling you, right here at deadandburiedtreasures@yahoo.com. Now, remember, my fiends, I mean, me hearties. Who talks like that? That's seriously, no one talks like this. You need to drop us an email. Not an instant message, not a comment on Facebook, an actual old school email to the address we've provided. We need to be fair here, even though we're vampires. I mean pirates. Sort of. And incidentally, last month's trivia question, when we hosted the movie The Bat, went a little something like
in the movie The Shining, the classic Stanley Kubrick film. What is the phrase that Jack Nicholson keeps writing to himself over and over and over again on his typewriter?
And here is the answer. The answer is in the photograph. If you recall, when you look at this particular photograph, I hold here in my hands the key to the finale of The Shining. The reason Jack Nicholson went crazy was he was actually reincarnated and drawn back to the turn of the last century and the Haunted Lodge, where he died over 100 years earlier. The phrase that was slowly driving him insane for the entire movie? All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Congratulations to Ricardo Martinez of Monroeville. Ricardo won free weekend passes to Steel City Comic Con in August for not only getting the question correct, but by being the first person to respond correctly. The same can happen to you if you get this month's trivia question correct, with discounted passes to the glorious Pittsburgh Renaissance Festival. And a great festival it is. Jack?
Creepy, sir. I mean, well done, Mr. Nicholson. Dracula, Drake. Captain Dracula. Captain Drake.
Thank you, much appreciated. Would you mind hurrying this up, though, Jack? I'm actually kind of thirsty, and I could go for a drink.
And the good news is, I think I might have a solution to your speech impediment.
What's that?
Something you said earlier about the island being mischievous, but I need to do some research.
Excellent. let's take a break and get a word in from our sponsors, and I'll get that drink. Oh, stewardess.
Right. We'll be right back.
The killers are eating the flesh of the people they murdered.
Yeah, they're dead. They're all messed up.
Probably be a lot more of them as soon as they find out about us.
All persons who die during this crisis, from whatever cause, will come back to life to seek human victims.
I'm telling you, they can't get in here.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Enjoy the fantasy, knights in shining armor, comedy, games, fine arts and crafts, and food fit for a king. The Pittsburgh Renaissance Festival, opening weekend, August 17th and 18th.
Affordable fun for everyone!
Don't miss the absolute worst in monster movie mayhem. Undead and buried treasures.
You know, Captain, we should be recording this.
You know, Jack, we should be recording.
This weekend and every Friday and Saturday night at 11 with our pre-show live at 10:30 on this Fright Network affiliate and our Facebook and YouTube pages, if you dare.
Is it wrong that I want their autograph?
In our schools today,
sports have gone away.
Kids just want to play.
So this is what we say.
So this is what we say. Bring back the Tigers. Bring back the Tigers. Bring back.
Across the country, schools are having to cut sports. I'm Tony the Tiger, and I'm on a mission to fix that. Buy a box and help all kids be Tigers.
Catch all the excitement and grab your tickets at WashingtonWildThings.com.
Arr, we asked, and you responded.
Hi, I wanted to call in and just tell you that I just absolutely love watching Dead and Buried Treasures. I watch it with my kids, and my kids just think the bird is awesome. And I myself love watching the ghost and horror movies. It brings back a lot of memories. I used to watch those with my parents, and I just think the show is awesome, and we need more shows like that.
Hey, I was just calling in because I wanted to say I like what you guys have got going on there. I really enjoy watching it because I used to watch shows like this back when I was a kid, and watching it brings back a little bit of nostalgia from before, and I just wish there was more shows like this on the air now, because watching it brings back all those memories of before, and it's just really nice to see all that.
Hey, I wanted to call about the show for Dead and Buried Treasures. Just wanted to say, great show, especially during this time in the way this country is. It's funny. It's just a good, entertaining type of show. My family watches it all the time. It'd be great if we actually got to see it on TV versus sitting there on the iPad watching it, or on the phone and watching it, whatever. But it's fun. It's very entertaining. Makes me laugh. At the end of the day, we need more shows like that. And I really appreciate your time. I really appreciate your effort putting into it. Just a good time. I hope you keep doing it because we love watching it. Thank you very much. I just had to call and tell you that. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
There are no further messages.
Operators are standing by. Call now.
Welcome back, my fiends. During the commercial break, I've been wondering about installing this new doorbell in my quarters. Absolutely wonderful.
Let me take a look at you. Closer, please. A little closer.
Wonderful! I love the sound of it. It says it all. It says, come hither and get out all at once. In the meantime, Jack has informed me that the only way to get back to normal is to try the mask again. I am not a big fan, but his cousin assures me that is my best option.
Yes, I'm sure that's what he said, sir.
Very well. I'm not a big fan of this mischievous island, but I will do what I can.
Well, ain't I feeling about 150% better?
Oh boy, you don't look any better.
Well, maybe I need to sit a spell. You got any wood I can whittle?
You know, in retrospect, I think I like Arnold Braunschweiger better.
Well, this African mask doesn't really amount to a whole hill of bean jackets. More surprising than Carter's got peanuts. Now, before it blows up a real storm, why don't we get back to that movie and see if Blue's gotten out of that lion's cage yet? I bet that lion's madder than a wet hen, but I tell you what, if Blue's got his druthers, I bet he'll be staying away from cats until the cows come home.
Well, I don't understand anything you're saying, Captain, but let's get back to the movie and I'll see if I can work on your problem and that ancient mask.
Well, she's pretty as a peach, but full as a tick, so if the creeks don't rise, why don't you quit holding your horses and get to that already? That Abbott and Costello are as funny as all get out, but that lion ain't no bigger than a minnow in a fishing hole. Ha! Heavens to Betsy.
Right. Let's get you back to Africa Screams with Abbott and Costello.
Hush your mouth. That lion's just too big for his britches, but he's got gumption, I'll give him that.
You said it, Bucky.
Yeah, I tell you what, that line's better than a football fan on a playoff Sunday when church is in session. What the hell am I saying?
Stanley! 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 Come out of there!
Hey, Buzz, did we fool them? I wish you could have got the look on their faces when they saw you in here.
Stanley, come out!
I can't. I locked the door over here.
Well, throw the key out.
I threw the key out long ago.
Where?
Over there.
Stanley.
Hey, look. Hey, enough is enough. Now go away before you queer it.
What are you talking about?
They don't know you're inside the lion's skin.
I'll look for the key.
Oh, the big guy. What a look on his face. Buzz, I'll tell you, you should have seen that big guy's face. He didn't know you was inside the hot skin. I know that you're inside.
Hey, Stanley, I found the key. Everything's all right. You got nothing to worry about. Stanley. Stanley. Oh, no. No. Oh. Stanley. Stanley. What'd you do with my buddy? All my fault. I should have never let him do it. My bosom pal.
Why's this cat in here? And who locked this gate? All right, let the rest of them in. Come on.
Stanley, it's all my fault. Don't blame anyone else but me. Stanley, how was I to know that a real lion would go into the cage? Oh, this is terrible, Stanley. How could I? Oh, snap, I just lost the best friend I ever had. Oh, if he was only here. There's a kid's never done a bit of harm to anyone.
He was a nice boy.
What a man he was. But I never appreciated it until now.
No, you didn't. You was mean to him all the
No,
time.
it's too late. It's all over. He's gone.
Yes.
The way I used to trap him and set him into things that was all wrong. I would send my worst enemy out to do the things I taught him to do. And the way I used to cheat him.
You used to slap that poor kid all over the face.
Oh, I used to cheat him.
That kid never did nothing to nobody.
He was only here.
He was a nice boy, that kid.
Oh, I feel like jumping off a cliff. That's what I should do.
Poor Stanley.
But no, I haven't got the nerve. He was only here to tell me what to do, Stanley. What should I do, Stanley? Oh, I know what I'll do. It's that lion. That lion. The one that got him. I'll spend the rest of my days right here in this forest. I'll get that lion.
No, you don't
I'll get that lion if it's the last thing I do.
No, you don't have to.
I'll spend my life here in this forest.
He's a
Don't tell me what to do.
You don't have to get this. Come on, boss.
Stanley, Smith. Stanley, what's wrong? It's really you.
Sure, boss.
Wait a minute. Are you all there? Sure. The lion didn't hurt you?
No.
It's really you, Stanley?
What do you think I am, a mirage or something?
You know Mirage?
I know Mirage.
You're real.
Sure.
You double-crosser. Straight double-crosser.
Oh!
What's the matter with you?
What's
the matter?
How do you like that? I was sitting on a piece of broken milk bottle.
Wait a minute. That's a diamond.
I'm going to throw it away.
No, that's a real diamond.
That's a real diamond?
That's what I've been looking for.
That there,
No, don't touch. Don't get hoggish. It's mine. I found them. I found the diamond.
Diamond, that's a piece of broken milk bottle.
Don't tell me what it is.
There's another piece over there. I've been looking at that one for a long time.
Stanley. It's another diamond. A real diamond. Look at him. Look. Stanley, look at here. Come here. Follow me. There's another one. This is unbelievable. Come on, Stanley. Stanley, look. Another one. I'm rich. I'm wealthy, Stanley. Can you imagine? Look, Stanley. Come here. Look at here. Look, Stanley. Another one. I can buy buildings. I can buy polo ponies. I can buy yachts. I can buy everything that my heart desires. Stanley. Do my eyes deceive me? Look, Stanley. Stanley, another one. Stanley, look at that. Look at the size of that diamond. Well, don't stand there. Think of something I can buy for myself. Think of something. Put that away. Can you... Stanley, look at here. Look at here. Stanley, two of them. Hold these, Stanley. Hold them. Don't drop them, Stanley. What your eyes see, your heart must believe. Two of them. Real... What are you doing with my diamonds? Trying to steal them?
Yeah, that's
not... Hold it. My diamonds. Look at the size of them. Stanley, do you realize... Look at here. Stanley. It's another diamond. Another diamond. We're on the right trail. Stanley, look. Stanley, come here. Stanley, my back is broken. Pick that up. Hurry up, put it on here.
You want to know something?
What?
There's another one.
Well, pick it up. Put it on here. I'm watching you.
Come on. Oh,
look. Another one?
Another one.
Come on, put it on here. Boy, oh boy.
Another one.
Can you imagine? Nothing but diamond. Boy.
Turn to Kumjawa.
Kumgawa. Fine mess you got us into. All on account of your lust for money.
Me? Oh.
Buzz. Now I know what they mean when they say, boy, are you in hot water. Never thought it was going to be anything like this, though. Buzz. Buzz. How did you get yourself untied? Quiet. Quiet. You're smart, Buzz. I take back everything I've ever said about you. Good work. Tell you what you do, Buzz. I'm gonna stay like this. Don't make a move till I make a break for it. I can see him. Get back over there. Make out you're tied.
Pull it.
Get ready. Come on. You're turning away. Come on. Come on, Buzz.
Come here.
Buzz, come on, will you?
Can I? I'm still tied.
You're not tied. You untied me.
I did nothing of the kind. You untied yourself.
I did not.
Well, then untie me. Come on.
Are you kidding? No, he ain't.
Come on, hurry up. Take these down. Get them off. Hurry up. Get these off. Hurry up.
Hurry up. Here he comes.
Oh, come on.
You know, Diana, I never did go for that talk of yours about a 20-foot monkey.
Really?
Yeah. And as for bringing Clyde Beatty out here to capture wild animals, you didn't fool me for a minute.
Well, just why did I come to Africa, Mr. Johnson?
Diamonds. And I know just where they are.
You can lead us to these diamonds? And you can lead us to these diamonds?
That I can. But first we'll talk business. You and I will cut this pie right down the center.
Isn't that wrong?
Now, no bickering. Take it or leave it.
I don't seem to have any alternative.
That you have. Just give Buzz a buzz. So, when you make up your mind, just give Buzz a buzz, huh? Yeah, big boy, hold on to that.
Boss, about splitting that pie down the center.
I'll handle this my own way. Get ready to break up camp while I give Mr. Beatty his walking papers.
Hey, boy, come here. Gather up my belongings that are scattered around here. I might be moving to better quarters. By the way, leave these things right here in case that little fat boy, if he does show up, this is good enough for him. Go.
Chief wants to see head man.
Yes, sir.
And so I've decided there's no such thing as an orangutan gargantua. And now that we have enough animals to have made the expedition worthwhile, I'd suggest that you and your men prepare to leave for the coast.
That's all right with me, Miss Emerson. I'll go and tell my men.
All right, Mr. Beatty.
Miss Emerson, there's some fellas out there who want to see you. They want to hold a conference. I think you better hurry.
All right, Harry.
Chief wants to talk.
We'll talk in the house.
Palala. Chief say, many white men come to land of Bangis for diamonds. Many white men die.
Why does the chief want to see me?
Chief want to be your friend. Chief want to make deal. Want to trade these. Diamonds.
What does the chief want for the diamonds?
Chief have sweet tooth.
or little fat man?
Him?
Oh, no. Oh, not him. Little fat man. Strong, strong. Little fat man. Friend of tall, thin man.
Oh, Stanley. Tell the chief he's made a deal.
Jack Albon.
Ungawa. Ndio.
Chief say, deal good.
Excellent.
She's gonna sell him on the hoof.
Gunner! Who is it? It's me, Buzz. Have you seen Stanley? Well, if you see him, tell him to hide until he sees me.
If I see him, I'll tell him. Yeah. But so far, I haven't even seen Africa. How is it?
Oh, Gunner.
Hey! I'll tell him later.
Diana, something I want to tell you. We're in very dangerous territory. Last night, Buzz and I were captured by the cannibals. Man-eating cannibals. And you know what they did? They tied us up to the stakes. And one guy looked at me and he went like this. And I know that was for no good. And I want to tell you something else. I escaped. And then I untied Buzz and he escaped. And there they were, all these cannibals. And I was starting to fight them. And I hit one with the right and another one with the right. I hit one with a fancy uppercut. I went like this. Boom! And I hit another one with the right. And then I kept having... One guy looked just like him. He had a hat on like that, too. And this guy that had a hat on like this, I hit him such a belt. I went... Whop! Right on the side of the head over here, I hit the guy. Oh, he's got the bump. There it is.
Quick, after Stanley.
Diamonds. Diamonds. Dropped in my lap by some kind fate. The diamonds. Can't let Stanley know about these. They're all mine. I won't share them with no one. I won't. Hey, Buzz! 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 Come on, quick. Get up, will you? Come on. All right, take it easy. Hey, what's this? My diamonds. Little fat man got them.
Oh, you snitch.
Can you see them, Stanley? Stanley, what am I going to do? My diamonds. My diamonds. That's what they're after, my diamonds. Oh, no, they can't take my diamonds from me. It'll ruin all my dreams. What happened to my boats? My buildings? Give me my diamonds. I know what I'll do. I'll hide them. They'll never find them. I can always come back and get them, Stanley. Here's a good place right here. Now mark the tree.
Come on, boys, load the truck. The men have finished filling the traps, Mr. Buck. They'll be carrying a pretty rough cover. Well, I hope we bag some big ones.
More! The cage, come on!
Get me out of here! Someone get me out of here!
All right. Come on, Razor, get her out of there.
Have you seen a short, fat man and a tall, thin man running through the jungle?
No, and I don't want to either.
Now I'll never catch up with them.
Where are you going? Wait a minute. Where are you going?
I've got to find them.
You're not going to run around this jungle alone. You stay right here with me. going back for the diamonds. You keep running. How can I keep running? You got a hold of me. Go ahead, keep going.
We got him. That's Stanley. Keep him covered, Gunner. Not me, him. I'll go get help. Oh, you're such a nuisance.
Don't give me no trouble, Stanley. I shoot and shoot to kill. I know you do, Gunner. I won't give you any trouble. You won't even know I'm here. Don't press in so hard. Oh, scared, eh? Look at your face. It's getting greener and greener, inch by inch. And you're getting spots on your kisser. Stanley, don't force me to pull this trigger. I got an itchy finger.
Ah, here it is. My diamonds. Where are my diamonds? I put them here. My diamonds.
Who's that? Is that you, Harry?
It's me, Harry.
He's scared stiff. He didn't budge an inch.
He didn't?
No. Did you find Boots and Grappler?
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what you do. Keep Stanley covered.
I got him.
Keep him covered.
Got him?
We'll bring him back to camp.
Okay.
He's a pretty dangerous kid, this Stanley. You did a good job there, kid.
Oh, not
Let's
a
get
squawk out of him. Keep walking. Hands high, keep walking.
The diamonds. They're got to be around here someplace.
Yeah, that's the mark. Why should this happen to me? I planted them right here. Me who's been so good to his friends.
They've got to be here. They must be here. My diamonds, where are they?
Keep walking. Keep walking. How did you ever get into this mess? I don't understand. Go on. Keep going. Stay on. Keep going. I got my eye on you. What are you trying to do? Make a monkey out of me? I see you.
Watch where you're going, you clumsy ox.
Me?
Yes, you.
Why, you trapped me with those big feet of yours.
I did no such thing.
What are you kicking me for?
Who's kicking who?
You kicked me.
I didn't even touch you. Look, I told you to lay off of me. I didn't trip you and I didn't kick you. So now leave me alone.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll leave you alone.
Look, I'll hit you harder than Lewis ever did.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't understand it. I had an empire in the palm of my hands. It just slipped through my fingers. I can't understand it. I can't understand it.
You've always been a jinx to me.
I don't understand it.
You don't understand. I don't understand. Go on, get yourself lost. Hey, Buzz! I'm coming on that raft! So long, Buzz. Now I'm all alone. What's gonna happen to me now?
And that's the story, Dr. Gertie. This is the Washington Wild Thing mascot.
Nice to see you again.
And ever since he brought this mask back from Africa, it's been affecting the captain, like a possession or something. Look at him on the security camera.
Hell, the only thing scary about this movie was when Costello met King Kong. Tarnation!
I see what you mean.
Ever since he's been playing around with that mask Bucky brought back from Africa, he goes through, changes. But it's also the only thing that can change him back.
Oh no, the Alunium-236 explosive space modulator! That creature has stolen the space modulator!
Shut up, Beavis.
I can't! I need TP for my bunghole!
Well, you know, on the positive side, at least he's getting partially there. I mean, he's not completely changing. Only his voice, sort of.
Let me tell you something you might already know. It ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Hey, breaker, good buddy. This is Tail Chaser come back. I got alligators all over 279 North, but a big anchor clanker backed off the hammer cause a Band-Aid buddy was flashing its lights. But anyway, it's clear skies on that smoke report, so drop the hammer all the way through Moon Township if you want. There was an Evel Knievel about 10 miles back, but he got tied up with a hippie chippy near that nap trap. So, I gotta run, good buddy. You stay clear, come back.
Oh, I wish you become Jedi. Oh, your father. Powerful Jedi was he? Powerful Jedi.
You said it, Bucky. Gertie, you have to help.
Well, I think I have a solution, but it might take a couple minutes. I'll be right back.
Anything will help at this point. The needle can only point up.
Now, can we take a look at the rest of the Renaissance Festival, Jack?
Oh, absolutely, Davy. With Drake's condition, I almost forgot.
How in the world can you forget the Renfest? It's incredible! Right up our alley, too. As pirates, every weekend there's a real delight, especially in mid-September. Obviously, when it's Pirates Weekend, it just so happens that weekend is also wine tasting. I'd prefer rum, but I'm not picky.
Well, Gertie says it might be a few minutes to find a solution for the captain. I mean, we were trying to celebrate Talk Like a Pirate Day since it's September 15th, and so far we've done anything but. Go ahead, Mr. Bones. Let's take a look at the Pittsburgh Renfest.
Aye, aye! Mr. Everyday Eric, take it away!
Oh, you must unlearn what you have learned.
was pretty cool. I never stuck around for the after party before. Pretty amazing. A lot of the performers I missed. The pyrotechnic performers, the belly dancers, everyone jumped on stage. So definitely stick around for the after party, especially on the last day of the Renaissance Festival. Okay, I'm finally out of here. I made some friends. I'll see you on the news.
And that's another fabulous look at the Renaissance Festival.
Yes, and a special thank you to our matey, Everyday Eric. Thanks for the backstage pass, Eric.
Jack, I think I found a solution. As it turns out, the mask's prior owner, according to the movie it was from, was Loki, the god of mischief, which is why it gave Jim Carrey such a problem in The Mask.
Well, why didn't it give Bucky any problems when he came back from Africa?
Because the island of Dead and Buried Treasures is enchanted. Remember the movie Tree of Life when we hosted the movie Chopping Mall and I Bury the Living?
Yes.
Remember when we stumbled onto Batman a few weeks ago?
How can I forget? We got into a battle on the high seas and lived to tell the tale.
Right. The thing is, it wasn't Batman. It was the island. The movie Tree of Life, the HAL 9000, the Infinity Gauntlet. These are all movie props that came to life because of the movie Tree of Life.
Really?
Yes. The Isle of the Dead and Buried Treasures brings these movie props to life. Do you really think the Batcave and Batman live on this island? Do you think Hal was created there?
No, I guess not.
Just like the mask that has made the captain all ridiculous.
Well, in his defense, he was ridiculous before.
Kind of odd, right? That Bucky would suddenly visit and bring the one prop with him that was movie enchanted, particularly when you guys are hosting the movie Africa Screams. There's a coincidence.
Yes, that is strange.
Remember the captain said he planned on hosting the movie Long John Silver? And somehow the movie that the island delivered was Africa Screams? It's not even a horror movie. And then, of course, you just stumble upon a prop from the movie, The Mask, whose mischievous prior owner was Loki, the god of mischief.
Shiver me timbers! You're right! It's the island!
Right. Well, this is where, if you can't beat them, join them. I found this in the keel.
What's that?
It's a prop from the 1931 classic Frankenstein. It's brain-related and bringing the creature to life. When you get the captain to put this on, it should descramble his brainwave activity back to normal. And judging by the looks of it, you can't do it too soon. Is he trying to use the Force?
Sadly, yes, I think.
Then get this to the captain immediately.
You said it, Bucky. Let's get this to the captain. And you at home, check out these words from our sponsors. Oh, boy.
Oh, careful you must be. When you look at the dark side looks back. Yes.
We'll be right back.
Catch all the excitement and grab your tickets at WashingtonWildThings.com.
Enjoy the fantasy, knights in shining armor, comedy, games, fine arts and crafts, and food fit for a king. The Pittsburgh Renaissance Festival, opening weekend, August 17th and 18th.
Affordable fun for everyone!
We asked, and you responded.
Hey guys, I was just calling to tell you that I'm a really big fan of your show. Me and my friends watch it every Saturday night, and we are absolutely in love with all the monster movies that you talk about, and especially that they're from like the 50s, 60s, you know, the older movies. That's what we like about the show so much. We especially like your parrot Jack. He's always making us laugh, and it's just a very enjoyable show that we like to watch every Saturday. So I was just calling to give you my feedback, and I hope you continue to make more great shows. Thank you.
Hi, I just thought I'd call and tell you I am enjoying your monster movies. They're great. And also, I love Drake. Hope to see more of you. Bye.
Hey, this is Saul Kummel from Pittsburgh. I just want to tell you guys, I really love Dead and Barry's Treasure Show. I love all the old monster movies. It really takes me back to when I was a kid, and now I'm able to tell my friends, you guys got to check this show out, and it'll bring back so many memories for you. Let me tell you, too, Calico Drake is hilarious. Although I tell you what, Jack really makes the show. He just busts Calico Drake every chance he gets, and I love it. Keep up the good work, guys. I will be shanghaied into your crew as long as the show is on. Thanks very much.
Hey, man, I think your show's kind of groovy. Bucket of Blood is what it is, man. What it is. Got that beatnik thing to it, and I just love it. Groovy, man, groovy. Hey, keep up the good work, guys. Okay, talk to you later.
There are no further messages.
Operators are standing by. Call now.
You can't be serious with Twizzlers.
Hi guys.
Hi there.
Welcome. Thank you guys for coming. I want to talk to you guys today about cars, trucks, and SUVs. So what do you look for in a vehicle?
Sleek designs.
Performance. The technology inside.
Reliability, dependability.
Dependability is top on my list.
So what is dependability?
It's going to start, it's going to get me to where I want to go.
It's there for you when you need it.
Based on what you're saying, I want to show you some vehicles that deliver on that.
Whoa.
Oh, jeez.
What? That's our truck.
It's our truck.
They're our cars.
That's my Chevy.
They're so pretty.
I see all of our vehicles. Those are 4 good-looking rides.
I don't need to introduce the cars that are out here, huh?
No.
And Chevy's the only brand to have earned J.D. Power Dependability Awards across cars, trucks, and SUVs 3 years in a row.
That's really awesome and proud.
It's like a dynasty.
We got a good formula going.
So you guys are real people.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you're driving real Chevys.
Yeah.
Real Chevys. That's true.
Killers are eating the flesh of the people they murdered.
Yeah, they're dead. They're all messed up.
Probably be a lot more of them as soon as they find out about us. All persons who die during this crisis, from whatever cause, will come back to life to seek human victims. I'm telling you, they can't get in here.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Young Padawans, welcome back. It's time to check back in, it is, and see how Lou gets his life in order after Abbott leaves him on the island he did.
Actually, Captain, it's time to get you back in order.
Young Padawan Jack, and the Wild Thing. Thanks for joining me, you have.
Aye, Captain. Bucky has been looking for you.
Looking? Found something you have, yes!
And I tell you, Pilgrim, this couldn't come at a better time. I'm now spontaneously changing dialects with or without the mask.
That's not all he's changing.
What was that, Mr. Bones?
I said I'm gonna have to change my underwear if we don't get this matter cleared up.
I feel like I already have. About 5 times over.
Well, the sooner the better. I'm not sure I can take much more of this nonsense.
Well, you know, Jack, the good news is he's sticking with westerns.
Oh, I thought it was Christian Bale Batman.
Oh no, I thought it was Michael Keaton Batman.
Maybe it was Ben Affleck? It certainly wasn't Adam West.
Oh yes, Adam West. It's not even close to Adam West.
I'm fairly sure it's Clint Eastwood. Just give me whatever it is.
Now, the only way to get you back, Captain, is if you put that on. It descrambles whatever the mask from Africa did to you. Just remember that when you do, think of how badly you want to celebrate Talk Like a Pirate Day by talking like one again. You should turn back.
That's right, Captain. Maybe even think about celebrating it at this year's Pittsburgh Renaissance Festival. Maybe the surroundings will help.
Is this some sort of electronic shocking device?
It actually belonged to Dr. Frankenstein.
How does this help me, Pilgrim?
Yes, you must unlearn what you have learned. Oh, great, now he has me doing it. Yes, and I thought it would help, too.
Well, you know what they say.
Do or do not. There is no try.
How does this even go on? Now what do I do?
Awkward.
Well, did it work? How do you feel, Captain?
Me? Oh, I feel great, Jack. I've never felt better. That was awesome. I feel pretty good. How do you feel? Smoke them if you got them.
Oh boy.
Like a fried egg, Jack. And much like Davy Bones, I have this incredible urge to dance.
Well, you sound normal.
Well, I think I am, Jack. It was interesting how that mask scrambled me brainwaves, and when you add Frankenstein's helmet to it, I understand why Loki loved him so much. Want to try it?
No, I'll be quoting Donald Duck or Daffy or something.
Well, better than Donald Trump. But I think what might be best now is to get back to the conclusion of Africa Screams, to see what happened to Lou Costello now that Abbott abandoned him in Africa. Much like we should do with this mask. Let's get back to the conclusion of Africa Screams first.
You know, Captain, you were doing some serious screaming while you had that mask on.
Huh? Oh, I can imagine, Jack. You know what's funny? I feel like I had the power, too.
Good morning, Mr. Livingston.
Polish every one of the letters. They're important, you know.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Livingston. Good morning, Tallulah. Have you my paper? Yes, sir. Thank you.
Morning, Mr. Livingston.
Morning, Mr. Meister. How do we stand in the gin rummy game?
Oh, you owe me about 22 cents.
See you at 2.
Yes, sir.
Don't forget.
Can't understand it.
Sunday driver.
I'm sorry, sir. Mr. Livingston, what about that raise I've been asking you about?
I'll talk to my partner. If he's in.
Thank you, sir.
He's in.
Well, all's well that ends well, right, Jack?
Certainly, Captain.
I still don't understand why the island chose this movie for our show, but I guess Lou did meet King Kong toward the end. I mean, he and Abbott tackled Dracula, Frankenstein, the Mummy, the Wolfman, the Invisible Man. That's a hell of a resume. I guess now you can say that they tackled King Kong too, right?
I'll say, and we learned much more about the island as well, thanks to Dr. Gertie.
Yes, of course, you're right. Who would have guessed that much brain power existed in her head? Thank you, Gertie. And keep those experiments in check, switching the movie prop from the Boris Karloff classic Frankenstein with the movie prop from the Jim Carrey classic The Mask. In the end, was a stroke of genius.
Thank you, Captain.
You said it best, Sparky. It truly saved me hide.
Anytime, Captain. It was nothing at all. I'd like to think you finally welcomed me into your close circle of friends, family even. You know, I was just with my girlfriends the other day, and we were talking about...
And most of all, we'd like to also thank our mateys at Pittsburgh Renaissance Festival for their cooperation tonight, and their sponsorship of our trivia question. And of course, their collaboration in allowing our cameras to introduce what a great time the Ren Fest is. So, if you're stuck in the 1600s...
Oh yes, much like your wardrobe.
Much like me wardrobe... Much like me navigator's jokes. Then the Ren Fest is definitely for you. And most importantly, a special thanks to the Washington Wild Things and their mascot for being on the show this week. Thanks again to the Washington Wild Thing for bringing us the mask and causing me grief for the last couple of hours. I don't know quite how to repay ye.
Oh, it was nothing, Captain. He says he'd love to do it again sometime.
No! I mean, sure. Maybe he can help me wreck an old folks' home during football season, or knock over Sarah's candies at Christmas time in Cannonsburg. Well, that all being said, next time,
is me favorite time of the year. Halloween is here, and we have the perfect movie for your troubles. Uncut, unedited, and commercial-free. Well, not quite commercial-free, we have to pay the bills. We bring you the original, the accept no substitutes zombie movie that launched them all. Night of the Living Dead. Just having celebrated its 50th anniversary, 7 people are trapped in a rural farmhouse in western Pennsylvania, right down the street, right down your street, besieged by a large and growing group of living dead monsters. Plus, we'll be on location at the actual cemetery where it was all filmed in 1968. All this next time, plus a few guest stars. It is Halloween, we had to do something special. And a few horror hosts galore from the Midnight Monster Hop, Fright Night Theater, The Vortex, and Chiller Night Theater as we celebrate Halloween on Dead and Buried Treasures, where it's Halloween all year long. And what a great show we had this time too, right, Jack?
As far as you know, sir.
So, as we leave this year's Pittsburgh Renaissance Festival and turn the clocks forward toward Halloween, we leave you tonight with some of the sights and sounds of the 1600s. Just remember, mateys, it's a pirate's life for me. Right, Jack?
Well, actually, it's a parrot's life for me, Captain.
And I can't believe Dirty Gertie, of all people, saved me hide tonight with that prop from the 1931 movie Frankenstein. Ah, yes, that's the one right here. She truly saved my hide. But I gotta tell you something, Jack. There really is no substitute for this little device that was created almost 100 years ago.
No, wait, Captain!
Jack! Help, Jack! Help, Jack! Jack!
Hi, everyone. It's me, the first mate, Jack. The captain and I argued for a while, particularly how to end the show. Well, we went with his way. Now to my way. Much like Marvel Comics, there's more of the show after the credits are over. You see, when I was researching the mask and its powers, I came across bloopers, believe it or not, of Africa Screams with Abbott and Costello. They were buried right there on the beach, right there on the island of Dead and Buried Treasures. Because the film is in the public domain, we can present them to you tonight. So, just like Thor or Iron Man and Black Panther or any other Avengers movie, here is more of the movie after the credits. It's a trend.
Jack! Where are you, you little devil? Have you learned how to talk like a pirate yet? It is September.
Not yet, sir. But I am deviously cunning like one. Enjoy the bloopers, folks.
All right, quiet. All right, take it away.
Stanley, you've been a very bad boy the last couple of days. Always talking back to me. And I won't stand for it, that's all. Now, you just keep on rowing that boat and behave yourself. Stop snapping at me.
Me snapping at you?
Yeah. You got it? Just a minute. You see, with Mr. Livington in Africa, he'd feel right at home, and it'd be very simple for him to draw the map without any difficulties.
I think it's an excellent idea.
Silly.
And once we're there, he can lead us to the East Fork of the Okabonga and Taravine. Jesus Christ.
I like that. Cut. Sit up, I said. Sit up! Sit up! Sit up, you fool! Sit up! Got it? They've got to be here. They must be here. We gotta get her out. Where are my diamonds?
It's your damn diamond!
Got it? Hey, sir, how about that raise I was asking you about?
I'll take it up with my partner, if he's in.
Thank you, Mr. Livington.
Thank you.
Hey, this is no time for clowning.
What are you trying to do, make a monkey out of yourself?
That's it, a monkey, the biggest monkey I ever saw.
How's my men all this extra work rebuilding that trap?
All right, here we go. All right, camera.
Keep going there. Keep going there. What's the matter? You've been eating olives, eh? Those olives.
Come here.
Keep going.
And we'll take you to somebody who'll give you $1,000 the moment you drop down the pencil. Is it a deal?
Shake.
Okay, pal. See you in the Alex night at 7:30. Be there, chum. Get me?
Quiet. All right, Lou. Buddy.
Hey, Bob.
How do you do, gentlemen?
We'd like to speak to the salesman, pal.
I'm the salesman, Stanley Livington. I'm the clerk in charge of all sales on animal books, or jungle books, or any goddamn kind of a book you'd like to have.
Got it.
All right, camera.
What happened? What a disgrace! Me down! Me!
All right, here we go. Camera.
Harry! Did you answer the door? Oh, Bobby, stop!
All right, quiet. Here we go. All right, camera.
Cut.
All right, now here we go. All right, camera.
Stanley! Stanley, where have you been? I've been searching this jungle. Oh, Jesus.
Jack!
September, we asked, and you responded.
We're sorry we're not home right now. We thank you for your call. We are such merry people. We love you one and all. Please leave your name and phone number. We'll call you back with luck. But if you should hang up too soon, go take a flying.
Hi, sorry I missed you. Just leave a message.
Operators are standing by. Call now.
Enjoy the fantasy, knights in shining armor, comedy, games, fine arts and crafts, and food fit for a king. The Pittsburgh Renaissance Festival, opening weekend, August 17th and 18th.
Affordable fun for everyone!
Catch all the excitement and grab your tickets at WashingtonWildThings.com.
And while you're picking yourself up off the floor from that one, mateys, let me introduce you to another great bit of casting.
Dead and Buried Treasures is your weekend haunt. That's Friday and Saturday nights beginning at 11 with a new show the first Friday of the month, right here on this Fright Network affiliate.
Well, you certainly had that one loaded in a chamber.
And don't miss our Fright Network pre-show at 10:30, where series creator Eric Sprouse take you for a behind-the-scenes tour with insight into making each episode.
Because I probably look significantly different than
Captain Calico Drake, I do.
Plus, your chance to win even more horrific prizes each week.
I should be hearing from the FCC any minute now.
So don't forget to call and leave your feedback on the show.
Like this one?
And ask questions where your Q&A will be read on the air.
Like this one?